Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am back with the restaurant once again, and I'm going to be working on the roof today. So up here I've got this roof, but I don't like it. All these like random patterns that I put in here, I don't think it looks very good. So my idea for this is to get rid of this entire roof, and I'm going to replace it with a brand new type of block, which is, well, it's still going to be quartz, but it's going to be these quartz right here, which I think are chiseled quartz. So these are chiseled quartz blocks, which have a little bit of a pattern to them. Now, I don't think these ones have a stair that goes with them, or a slab. They might have a slab, I'm not sure. I would have to look at, but I'm pretty sure they only come in block form, which might make this a little bit difficult for what I'm going to do later on. But my idea is to get rid of this entire ceiling here, replace it with these brand new chiseled quartz blocks, and then we're going to put one like large pattern like in the middle of the ceiling. Hopefully it will link up correctly. Hopefully we can get enough space to put one of these. And I also have to pick which one I'm going to do. I might do multiple actually. We're not going to do like this many like I did with the other patterns. We're going to have like maybe 2. But they're going to be larger. They're not going to be these small 2x2 squares that look horrible. It's going to be probably 3 or 4 blocks. So it's going to be a lot bigger. It just depends on how much space I have in the ceiling. But I'm going to be using these chiseled quartz. Unless I use a smooth quartz. I actually did not test it with smooth and chiseled. I just feel like having the chiseled quartz will look a little bit better because it has more of a pattern to it. Because I'm trying to find a block that isn't just plain. I want something that has like some kind of pattern to it that's not just like a plain block. I think it should be fine. I think it looks pretty good. Let's get the smooth quartz just to compare it. I'm not going to use the bricks. Or actually we could use the pillars. I don't know which one looks better. We'll grab all of them. Let's grab all the quartz blocks and see which one of these is going to look better. Because the thing about the smooth quartz is it's just like plain white. And I want to have something that's more than just plain white. So let's look at our options. So we've got stripes like this that would basically just be stripes all the way across. We've got just plain white. And then we've got this one. I think this one's probably going to be the best. Because it's got a pattern. And it's still quartz. So it is going to be a white ceiling. But I think it's got more pattern to it than like all the other ones. So that way it'll hopefully look a little bit better than just having plain white quartz in here. Also, is this pattern different? Yeah, the pattern on the side of the block is different than the top of the block. Just realized that. Is this one? Yeah, I think this is the same one as the side. So all the sides are the same, and then all of the like tops and bottoms of the block are the same as well. See, this one's got like 4 of these squares. This one has kind of like one square in the middle. What do they look like connected to each other? Yeah, they kind of connect this way. And then the other ones, they kind of connect is like little like pluses like this. So that's pretty cool. So there's like 2 different styles to that. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill in this entire area with quartz. And then I'll see you when that's all done. Okay, so I've got the entire ceiling done. As you can see here, we've got pattern blocks everywhere. There's like this huge kind of like, it's kind of like a maze, but it's not really a maze because they're just like straight lines. I guess like in here is kind of like a maze, but you can't really get out of it. So next step that I want to do is I want to get some stairs, which I need to be inside probably to do this. So I don't think, oh yeah, there's 2 types of quartz. There's the normal quartz and then there's the smooth quartz. I'm just going to use the normal quartz. And then, let's see, where's the slabs? We don't have chiseled slabs. So we only have like the quartz slabs. So we don't have any that will blend in with the chiseled stuff, which is fine. I think it might be easier to look at from above, actually. I was thinking it would be easier inside, but I kind of got to figure out where I'm going to put this. So it's probably easier to see like the whole thing from above. So if I were to do, I'm assuming I need to do an even number. So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we could do 8 by 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, actually, we would have to go one more because the pattern, it just depends on how the patterns work. So if that's, okay, put this back, or that one goes there. So this should be the pattern here. And then I would put stairs around like the edge here. Assuming this works correctly. Because I want to make it so that it's kind of like in the ceiling a little bit. So I might actually have to push the blocks up one. I might have to do that. Because if I were the, wait, are those, yeah, those are going the right way. For some reason I thought they were going the wrong way, but they're, okay, those are going the wrong way. These should be going the right way now. There we go. So we've got all of the stairs done there. So to make this look better, we would probably have to push this like one up. So that would be that. Yeah, I guess that would be the only spot that we could really put one if we were to do one that big. So let's try and make it centered then. So we've got 3 on this side and 3 on that side. That's good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess we can move this over and have 5 on that side and then 5 on this side. Perfect. We got 5 on each side. And we should have the same amount of blocks in here. Why does that seem different? How many blocks is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, well, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's your problem right there. It's 6 by 7. We need this to be even. How did that get messed up? I guess it's because I changed the block, possibly. So, wait, what's the short side? So this is 6. That's 7. Let's see. So we would need to bring that one out one. I guess we're not going to have it centered then. So let's start with this one. So I got to figure out the way the pattern goes. After you figure out the way the pattern goes, then it's fairly easy. It's just figuring out the way it goes, the hard part. So I think it just goes like this. So we just go back and forth. Okay. So already we found that this needs to move over one. So this is actually good because we needed to get rid of one of these blocks. Now, what does it look like when we go over here? So let's do like a whole pattern like this. I got to figure out which way it goes. So it goes like, not like that, like this. So it goes like that, and then we can get rid of this block. Okay, so now that I've got that sorted out, let's put a full row like this. So this is now, wait, is this connect? Yeah, it connects here. So this is now what the full pattern is going to look like. So now what I can do is I can now modify our square. So if I were to get rid of this, this is going to be the edge here now. So this might mean we have to move some things. So I got to get the stairs back. I think I used regular quartz. So let's get rid of, we don't need the wool anymore. So let's put this back on here. Oh, great. Why is it not going in the right spot? There we go. Let's get it back to here. And then we'll remeasure and see how everything's looking. So this whole area here can go back to normal. So we can go ahead and get rid of this and put our chiseled quartz back. So chiseled quartz goes back around here. And then let's measure again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 over there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would need to move this over 1. So that's just the yellow pattern. The lime one is basically the same way, where it's just, it's kind of like in the shape of a lime. So if we were to do this around like this, this would be the lime one if I were to put these in the right spot. There we go. So that would be the lime one, and those would all fill in there. So that's good. So we now have 5 on both those sides. Now what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do we have 4 on this side? 1, 2, 3. Well, there's no way we're going to fix that. I guess we could move it closer to the back. I think that would look a little bit better to move it closer to the back. So now I got to move this whole thing over 1. Okay, so I moved it over. So we now have 3 blocks on that side, and we should have 4 blocks on this side. So that should hopefully make it look a little bit better. So these patterns that I'm using right now are just kind of like 4-block patterns, which are pretty good. But I think this one might be a little bit more complicated. It's already more complicated because I can't even figure out how to connect this one up right. Are you supposed to go this way? Which way does this go? I can't even figure out how to connect this last one. Is that right? That doesn't look right. Wait, one of these is wrong. Wait, that one I think is right here. Let's try this again. Let's connect up the squares. So these squares right here is what I'm going to try and connect up. So there's that. So they're basically all kind of like 4-block patterns, but this one's slightly more complicated. So I'm going to try and connect it up to like the squares, I think. The problem is I don't know if that's the right square because there's kind of like 2 squares. Yeah, that one looks right. And then I need another white, like little feather thing. There we go. This one's wrong. So that one's supposed to go like that. So this pattern's a little bit more complicated because there's kind of like multiple ways that it could go. So now we've got like something like that. So I guess like a pattern like that would probably look a little bit better than something simple like these. So let me just make sure this one actually connects up correctly and I don't have to start moving it all around again. Because I've moved these blocks around so many times. Now, which one of these is wrong? Is it this one? I need to get the feathers to go like that. Okay, one of these is wrong because over here we've got whatever this is. And then we've got feathers. Well, I'm just going to call them feathers for some reason. That's what I've decided to call them. So we could either do... I don't know if this is right. Here, get rid of this one. And so the problem is trying to find where it starts. So I think that's the starting thing. So if I were to get some pistons, because I don't feel like trying to redo that over again, because it's so complicated, I'm just going to get pistons, and we're just going to move it over with pistons, which is probably the easiest way of doing this. So if we just put some blocks here, pistons like that, and then just move these like that. There we go. So now that's in the right spot. So now we just connect this up to the square here. And then, let's see. Okay, so I think the way this is supposed to work is that they kind of alternate. Because there's like this pattern, and then there's this pattern. So I think, let's move this one. I know I just like took the time to move it over, but there's like, this is a very difficult pattern to try and figure out. So that, I don't know if that's the right pattern or not, but we kind of have like a difference between the two. We've got like the white inside, and then maybe they are supposed to just be white inside. Because this one, to me, doesn't look right. I guess it kind of works. Maybe it does work as a pattern. So I think we're going to stick with the blue one. I think the blue one looks pretty good. It just takes forever to try and figure out how it works, because it can kind of go 2 different ways. So, no, we don't want the feather one. We want the other one. That one. That's the one we want. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we got that one. And then this one, we need the feathers. But I don't think I'm supposed to link it up like that. That's not right. Wait, which one's that? That's a different one. Wait. Why are there so many of these? You know what? Actually, I kind of like that one. But if I were to put that in the middle, it doesn't link up to that at all. Let's see. So, is that the right one? I think that's the right one. So now I just have to kind of link this up like that. There we go. So we've got that one is the middle. It doesn't link up to anything else though. Yeah, so we can't use this one. That's the wrong pattern. So we have to get the... Oh, wait. That's a pattern right there, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. This one's like really confusing. The other ones were easy. This one confuses me a lot. Like that one's wrong. This one needs to be the other one. We don't need another one of these. We need the other pattern. So we need the blue to go like that. And then go around like that. There we go. Is that? Yeah, it's the right one. Okay, perfect. We got the right one. It only took forever, but I finally got it. So that one needs to go there. That one needs to go there. This one goes like that, and then that one goes like that. Perfect. We're making progress. So now we need to get the feathers in the middle now. Perfect. Is that finally the pattern done? I think it is. I'm looking at it, and it looks correct to me. It takes a while to see if it's the right one, but I think that's good. Now all I have to do is come inside here. I can get rid of all these blocks since we don't need like measurements anymore. And then I need to go inside and get rid of the entire thing underneath this. And then we can see what it looks like. So this area here, let's see, did any of these stairs get messed up? No, it looks like they're all fine. So now we just get rid of all of this here. And then we can see what the pattern looks like. I gotta be careful that I don't break too much of this. There we go. So now let's just do these blocks here. Apparently there's villagers in here today. But there we go. We got our pattern in the ceiling now. And we've got all of the stairs look like they're all the right way as well, which is perfect. So now we've got a white ceiling with a pattern in the middle. I want to put like lamps or like kind of like glass in the picture here, but I feel like putting that in would kind of ruin it. But I think this looks pretty cool. For some reason down here, it doesn't seem like it's right. Is this? Wait, this is different. Why does the bottom seem different than the top? Wait a minute. This is a different pattern. It's still a pattern, but it's different. I guess it kind of works. Like, yeah, that one, they all connect. It's not the same as what was up top, but it is definitely a pattern. So I guess it kind of works. So we've got our pattern there, which is nice. And then we've got our floor, which all these blue things on the floor are where all the lights are underneath. So I think the next thing I need to do is kind of put tables in. We've got the downstairs done. Oh, the kitchen as well. I gotta work on that. But that's probably gonna be like the last thing I do is do the kitchen. So I think next episode I'll work on decorating and putting some tables in. And then I also have to work on building like the outside area as well. And like get this overhang. Why are there slime balls up there? I don't really know what those are doing up there. But that's going to be done another time. Today was working on this, which took a very long time. But I finally got it done. It's interesting how the pattern's different on the top than it is underneath. But I think it still works as a pattern. I think it should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.